What is the result of being filled with the knowledge of his will? Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. Verse 15, they were filled with the knowledge of his will. Verse 16, they were filled with the knowledge so that they can bear fruit. What kind of fruit? Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such, there is no law. Think about it this way. Somebody comes to the Bible study, and he learns the Bible study, learns the Word of God. But then, he did not have time for the Word to sink in, for him to be filled with the knowledge of his will. He has heard the Word. Immediately after hearing the Word, without much prayer, to make the Word of God sink in, he goes to the house. Getting to the house, the wife does something that he did not appreciate. He gets angry immediately. No fruit of love, of joy, of peace. What do you say about him? Truly he attends Bible study, but he's not filled with the knowledge of the will of God. You take a person that says he studies the Bible, and he has come, he has learned the Word of God. He goes back home, and getting back home, then he meets the old girlfriend. And the old girlfriend, begin to play the old trick. Eventually the fellow went into sin. You know what? That fellow did not have the Word of God filling his heart. You see, when the Word of God saturates you and controls you, it controls your action. Because that is the benefit of the Word of God. You find that there are some people that will say they are preaching the Word of God, or they are learning the Word of God, and they still get angry. And these people will still backbite and gossip. And these people will still have wrong ideas and wrong opinions and wrong thoughts against other people, criticize and cut other people down. And these people are morose, never joyful, never happy, little problem. You won't find song on their lips. You won't find joy on their face. Where is the evidence of the Bible study? Where is the evidence of studying the Word? When you are filled with the knowledge of His will, it will bring forth fruit, love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, and also there will be goodness and faith. You know what that faith means? It's talking about confidence we have in one another. Some people never have confidence in anybody. The wife goes to the market, and because of the delay in transportation, instead of spending 1 hour, the wife has spent about 2 hours. And he begins to think, I know that woman, she has gone to be with the old boyfriend. I know that woman, she has gone to... No faith, no confidence, no trust in anybody. You know where there is no confidence and trust? The woman will say, I study Bible, I cannot do without the Bible. My Bible and I were going together. Then the husband may go out of the house to go and do something. Then she will be checking for the pockets and the drawers and everywhere, looking, maybe the man has some letters being written by some women outside. No confidence in one another. You see, when you study the Word of God, and the Word of God has filled you and saturated you, it will control your action. It will control everything you do. You'll be bearing fruit. There will be love. There will be joy. There will be peace. You see why we have house fellowship? The reason we have house fellowship is this. We say, you come on Sunday to the service, we'll teach you the Word of God. You come on Monday, we will teach you the Word of God. You come on Thursday, we will teach you the Word of God. And when we're always pouring water into that bucket, if you pour water into that bucket 3 times a week, we think that bucket should be filled with that good water. Go back home and go and show that you are filled with the knowledge of His will. You come on Monday, you come on Thursday, you come on Sunday, you are filled with the knowledge of the will of God. Now go and show it in the house fellowship, that you are filled with the knowledge of the Word of God. How do I show it? Love. What do we find? We still find backbiting and gossiping and tearing apart and pushing away one another. Where is the evidence you are filled with the knowledge of his will? Because if you are filled with the knowledge of his will, you'll be bearing the fruit of love in that house fellowship. What do you find in the house fellowship sometimes? Fighting and criticism and knocking one another. Nobody is joyful there. How about peace? Is there peace where we are suspecting everybody? That one is a witch, and that one is that, and that one is that, and talking against one another. Where is the long suffering? I cannot attend that house fellowship anymore. If that man or if that woman is the one leading that house fellowship, count me out. I'm never going to go there. And if you make me house fellowship leader in that community, take it away from me. I will never participate. My friend, where is the long suffering? You say you are studying the word of God. Where is the evidence you are filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, so that you will be bearing the fruit of long suffering, patience. You will be enduring, forbearing with one another. There will be gentleness and goodness and faith. There will be meekness, there will be self-control, there will be temperance. And it says, against such there is no law.